Feel like you don't have time to do stuff, like you got all these ideas in your head, I'm going to show you do have time. I bought a domain name today. I'm going to create a website today. I got the drone guy today. We're going to create a city website. If you don't know, I've created a bunch of them. I do it for other people. I blog for other people. But today I'm going to document the whole thing. I'm going to get 30 blog posts up and running with imagery, with video, for this town that is 30 minutes away from my town that I haven't claimed yet, because I'm claiming all the towns I'm coming for. All right, so we're an hour in. We got photos. We're hanging out in the local coffee shop / bar. And we got the computer, about to get at it. So I'm gonna hit record shortly and get going, and you can benefit from it. So stay tuned. This is probably gonna be a long video. All right, so we got the images, and we're dumping them on the computer. There's my cameraman and tech guy, because if you can't figure it out, find a friend, right? So how many images we ended up with?
So between the drone and the iPhone photos, we have 280 to choose from.
280. I'm probably gonna get out 20 blog posts today. That's kind of my goal, is to set up the website, get it rocking with 20 blog posts. But I'm not doing it like straightforward. Like, I've got to take Harrison back to his house. I got to go to the pool for a little bit. And then this evening, I'm going to hop back in and get at it. And you're going to see every bit of it. But I just want to throw that out, that I'm not just sitting here pounding the keyboard for the next 24 hours. I'm going to do it in less than that, just to show you it's possible. And you can do it too, so stop making excuses. All right, time for the big reveal. So I moved to cartersville.com. If you've been tracking, we shot photos, we're out, time to start building. So in this portion, I'm going to connect the domain name to my web host. I'll have links if you want to go sign up. That's awesome. But I'm going to show you how to do it. So I use Namecheap for my domain names because I like to keep them separate. So we're going to go in here and we're going to manage it, and we're going to point it to the Bluehost DNS. All right, so now we're going to scroll down, and we've selected custom DNS, and you can see that we added ns1.bluehost.com and ns2.bluehost.com. If you're using a different host, you'll use something different, but you want to put that in there and you'll save it, and then we'll move on to the next step. Just like that, like a minute or two, boom, we got WordPress installed. I am going to pack up, take Harrison back to Kennesaw, go hang out with the fam for a little bit, and then I'll catch y'all later. We're gonna hack away through the midnight hours. You might see me at Dunkin' later. We're gonna get it done. Just dropped Harrison off. It's 11:41 in Kennesaw. About to head back. Gonna be in traffic for a hot minute. Probably get back downtown Woodstock in the next 30-45 minutes. Hang out with the fam, and then tonight, this evening, we're gonna get that website going. Let's go. All right, now that we have WordPress installed, we are going to install our theme. We're also going to log in and set up username, password, all that stuff. So I go back to my Bluehost, find my domain here. In Bluehost, you can click on edit my site and it'll just log you right in, so you don't have to think about things. I do suggest that you update and have your own login and password, but for time being, we're on a time crunch and we're gonna make things happen. So when this pops up, there's an option down here that says, I'm following a tutorial. You wanna do that because these other things are gonna take you more time. You just do this and it takes it right into WordPress so we can get going. So now that we're in WordPress, what we need to do is go up here to site status, and I want this thing to be live because when I upload my theme, it needs to be associated with a domain name, which you can see my domain name is hooked up. So up here, I turn off this coming soon page, and now it's live. So if I go view the site, there we go. It looks like a blog. It's like the base blog WordPress install. So now what we need to do is we need to go in and clean up stuff. So I'm going to go into post and I'm going to delete this hello world. There's always a post and a page. I'll go ahead and trash can both of those. Go into the pages and the privacy policy. We need that, but we'll do that later. So we're going to trash can this. And then we're going to go back into post and into categories. And you always have a default category. So we're going to rename this one moving to, we're going to do living in Cartersville. Georgia. And then you want to do the slug too. So the slug basically is the link for it. And the reason we do this is because every time we do a blog post, this is always going to be the default unless you add some more, which we'll add some more. But you want to update this so that it doesn't say uncategorized. You want it to be your city name. So now that we've got that, we're going to go into appearance. And you can see that we're using the 2024 theme. I like to go in here and delete the other themes. You always want to leave one theme in here to fall back on. I'm going to use the Divi theme to speed up my process. It's just what I use. I have a link for that if you're interested in it. I'll help you install it if you reach out. So we're going to delete this one. And now we're going to go to appearance and upload. So I've already downloaded the theme. I do this weekly, so I have it. Just search for Divi. There you go. We got Divi. We're going to install Divi. Install it now. Is it doing it? Oop. Install now. Yep, it's spinning. So we'll just give it a second. And while that's installing, I will show you the Divi back end. So basically, we need an API key for this. I have a developer's license. If you buy the developer's license, you get unlimited websites, so you can build out as many websites as you want. But first, we're going to activate the Divi theme. So now if I go refresh the page, you can see it's the base install. It's what they have out the gate, and we're going to run with it. So we're going to go back over here to Elegant Themes. I have a affiliate link. If you're interested, please reach out. I'd love to share that link with you and help you get yours installed. So I get paid for that, by the way. So what I'm going to do here is go to username and API key, and I'm going to go down here to the very bottom and create a new API key. And then I'm going to give it the name of the domain. You can see I have several of them there, but you don't need to see that. So this is going to be my API key. I copy it, and then I go into the dashboard. And now that you have the Divi theme installed, you have a Divi menu over here. So we're going to click on the Divi menu, and then we're going to go to updates. And I believe that's my name. Let's see. Yep. And then we're going to save it. So basically what this does is this enables you to have updates from them forever. If you don't do this part, then you won't get notifications about updates, or you will get notifications, but you won't be able to update it. So the next thing we want to do is click on SEO, and we want meta description, meta keywords, and that stuff's good. We want, let's see, if custom title is disabled, choose that. So that doesn't matter. So we're going to save that. And now we are all set. We're installed, and it's time to start building stuff. So I'm going to take a brief moment, and I'll be right now. We're going to edit this page that we just created. You can see it has a footer down here as well. We're going to remove that footer from all the pages. We're also going to update the logo and all the things, but right now we're just taking care of the homepage. So we're going to enable Visual Builder, and then it's going to pop up and build from scratch. And we want a new row, and then we're going to do text. So basically that's going to put some text in there. What we want to do is change the background image here. So we're going to hit that in the background, and then we are going to click background image, upload one. I found out that these HEIC files need to be a PNG for it to work. So what happened is I went into Canva, drug my image in, modified it a little bit, and then I saved it out. I just want to keep it fast and quick for y'all, so you get like step by step of setting up the bones of it, and not so much Photoshop type stuff. Okay, now that we have that, we're going to SEO stuff as well. So we're going to upload that. You can see we got a background. We're going to go ahead and do that and just drag this down to our liking. I'm going to probably go about that far. There we go. We have our text up here. I'm going to edit our text. I'm going to say moving to Cartersville, Georgia, question mark. And then I'm going to change it to a H1 tag. So you can only have one H1 tag per page. It's very important. It tells Google that that's the most important thing on this page. So that's going to be our H1. I'm also going to center it, and then I'm going to go into design and heading text. I'm going to go down here and do white. I'm going to make it bigger, probably make it like 56. And then I also am going to add an effect so that you can see it. Just like so. And there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it down a little bit. So what that's doing is adding some padding to it. And I'm going to go back down here and make this a little shorter. So that's going to be like our header. We're going to have some buttons under here. We'll go ahead and add those buttons. Say, I'm buying or pre-approved. Save that. So you can see we got our button. It's not really the design that we want, so we're going to go update the design of it. I don't really have that page yet, so I'm going to put a hashtag in there as a filler. So we're going to click on design, slide this over, click on button, say use custom button styles, and then we're going to try some other ones. Background button, I'm going to make that green perhaps, and then we're going to go up here and make the text white. And just like that, we got like a pretty image button going on. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that. And then I'm going to drag it into our second column. You can kind of see the little pluses there. And then I'm going to duplicate it once more. So I'm selling, or I'm going to say, I need help downsizing. Duplicate once more, drag it over here, and I'm going to say, I need help relocating. So now I've got the three buttons. Those are kind of the three call to actions. Now we're going to go down and we're gonna make another row, and this is where our content's gonna be for the front page. I'm just gonna leave that blank for the moment as a filler and go ahead and finish up our design aspects first. So I'm gonna hit Exit Visual Builder, save it, and we can see here's what it looks like. So not too bad, right? So a few things, we need to put our logo up here. I'm just going to use the Real Broker logo. And then in the menu, I want to get rid of that home button. I want to use this Move to Cartersville as the home button, because if we look at my cheat sheet, these bold ones will be the titles up there. So the way that I do that is I go to menus, and then I have to create a menu because we don't have one. So I'm going to do create menu. I'm going to call it top nav. It's going to be our primary menu. We're going to create it. And now that it's created, I'm going to select my page over here. In the future, we're going to have posts as well that we can choose from and add to the menu. And you'll see that shortly. So we're going to do save to menu or add to menu. Do add to menu. Now we have our add to menu, and we'll do save menu. And now if we go look at it, you can see we have moved to Cartersville. So we want to get rid of this logo. We're going to go back to the dashboard. We're going to go over here to Divi. And we're going to do our logo right here. So we already uploaded it. So it's right here. Actually, we didn't. We uploaded that one. We're going to upload it. So we'll hit select, and then we'll search for Real Broker. And you will see, I should have one today because I just made one. There we go. Same thing. And now we're going to save it. So all we did was upload our logo and save it. And we can see now we have our logo up here. And we can change our color of our nav bar and stuff later. What we're going to do next is we're going to get rid of these footer items. So we're going to go into widgets. And widgets are basically containers that you can drag stuff into. You have widgets on your blog post in the sidebar. If you have a sidebar, you can see these different areas here. You have sidebar, footer, a couple different sections in footer. So all I'm going to do is go in here and delete everything that's in here. Delete. Close that one up. Close that one up and update it. And I believe that'll take care of it. Unless I missed one. So it says widget saved. We're going to go back, scroll down. We don't have the widgets anymore. We just have our white space. So next we're going to go get rid of these social icons. So we're going to go to theme customizer. And then we're going to go to general settings, site identity, and we're going to take care of this site icon too. Basically, it's the fave icon that you see up in the browser. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up too while I'm here. Home fave. Downloads. Home fave. So you can see all of these are fave icons. I use that one. It's called house fave icon. And just like that, you can see now we got the little house up there. We look like we know what we're doing. We're gonna go ahead and publish it, and then we're gonna go back and go through these settings here. So layout settings, you can adjust these different things. You can see this accent color, that would be, see if I do that it should change it to green for all the accents. I'm just going to leave it alone. Messed it up. Uh-oh. We're going to go with green for now, and we'll see what that does. So we'll go back. Typography, that's where you can set an overall typography. So I'm going to set the overall body text to 16, and that should be sufficient. You can see body link color. So when you put some links in there, that's what color it will be. We'll just stick with the blue. People know blue are links. And background color, background image, we don't need that. So we're going to go down to the next one. Header navigation. It has where you can change, you can have the bar on the side, or you can have it hide until you scroll down the page. I'm not going to do any of that. What I am going to do is make it full width, and then I'm going to set a menu height of 100. Actually, I'm going to set it, let's see. We'll go with 80, and then we'll say max height of 80. So we want it to stay 80. And then the text size, we're going to make that 16. So that's actually the nav text. So let's make it a little bit smaller because, let's see, 12, 14. 14 is a good number. You can change the fonts and do all of that. What I tell people is none of that matters if Google don't find it. Our goal is to get Google to find it and get them to find it as fast as possible, and then we can be pretty later if we want to. But the main thing is to get people there and get them taking action. Get them reading your content. Get them trusting you. Okay, so secondary menu, we don't care about that. We don't care about any of that stuff. We want to do footer and bottom bar. And basically, this credits is where we can say designed by Chris Harden. And, we can put our credentials down there just to make that change if we want to. I'll go back and do that later. Doesn't matter right now. Footer menu, there's somewhere that we have footer elements. We're going to uncheck that and the social icons go away. That was the goal. So we're going to publish it and we're going to be done and move on. Okay, so now that we have that set up, we're going to go back to the cheat sheet, and basically what we do is we're going to create the content for the homepage, and the content needs to cover certain things. So the best way that I've found to do that is go Google a page, right? So we're trying to rank for move to Cartersville, Georgia. Click on that. So Reddit pops up, No Atlanta pops up, Works Moving pops up, Livability pops up. So what you can do is you can click here and you can say File, Save Page As. I'm going to call it 1. Actually, no. Do File, Print. I'm going to make it a PDF so you can see Save as PDF. Because basically I can upload this, it'll read it, and then I'm going to tell it do better. So I'm going to save as PDF. I'm going to save it as 1. I'm going to replace 1. Okay, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to come down here to Works Moving. And you can see it's got similar stuff. It's got an outline and all of that stuff. So we're going to do print and save as PDF. It's going to pop up. We're going to save that one as 2, just like so. And go back one more time. We're going to go to livability. We're going to save print, save as PDF, 3, replace. Okay, so what I've done is I've saved the top 3 pages that are not Reddit. So now I'm going to go to ChatGPT and feed that to create an outline for me to do better, because basically each one of those is missing something. The second and the third one don't have something that the first one has. But if the first one had what the second and third one had, it would just be like crazy, right? It would have all the info. So that's our goal. We're trying to combine the three and get the best output. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our downloads, go to today. Where's our one at? Search for one.pdf. There we go. And then we're going to upload 2.pdf. I guess it's recents. There we go. Today, date modified. It's not giving me like my 2.pdf. It's not efficient doing it that way. 2.pdf. There we go. And then we're going to upload our third one, 3.pdf. I don't know why I can't find them. I don't know why I did it that way. But anyway, we have those three uploaded. We're going to say, please analyze the following blog posts. Each number represents where it ranks in Google. My goal is to create a new blog post to outrank all three. Please create an outline from the three that will be all inclusive and help me achieve my goal of becoming the topic authority for moving to Cartersville, Georgia. Okay, so basically what that's going to do is that's going to take those three blog posts, it's going to combine them and create the most epic outline you ever did see. And this is the stuff that's important to people that are moving. They want to know it. And you can see that it's just kind of given like a brief summary because I did ask for an overview or an outline. So now that I have the outline, please use the outline to write an SEO rich article, 1,500 words that rank for the keyword move to Cartersville, Georgia. Please write it from the of a local realtor who is an expert in the area, and do not mention it word for word, only write from their experience. You are an awesome writer who has won awards for copy writing. Get them. Boom. All right, so now it's going to take that timeline or that outline, and it's going to write the most epic thing you ever did see. And it's going to pull stats. And what we want to do is, one, we're going to implement this, and then we're going to Google the actual stats, and then we're going to link back to where those stats come from, because that makes us even more of an authority. It's kind of counterproductive. Most people say, hey, the more outbound links you have, that's taken authority away from your website. But what I found is actually it gives you credibility because it says, here's where I found the information. And it's great for the consumer, and that's what Google wants. Okay, so you see we have it. We're ready to write this article. So we're going to go down here and click copy. And just going to go right in here and we're going to get to it. So we're going to enable Visual Builder. And we've got our role here. So what we're going to do is click here, type in text. And then this is just like a Word. I'm going to paste it right in there. And you can see that the formatting is not awesome. So we're not going to do that. We're going to delete all of that. And we're going to go in here and say, please rewrite article with HTML markdown that I can copy and paste into WordPress. So I have to show you how to not do it to show you how to do it. So you can see they're recommending H1 Ultimate Guide to Moving Cartersville, Georgia as the top part. So we're just going to go for it the way that they do it. So up here is our H1. We're going to update that. And you can see that it's a little bit big, so I'm going to have to go into here and adjust it. There we go, just like so. And then we're going to go back to ChatGPT and we're going to copy the rest of it. So basically we want everything. And it's 8:56. You can see we are coming along pretty nicely. Our homepage is looking pretty slick. We've got our own pages now. You can see our menu. We're starting to build it out. But most importantly, my time is ticking away. So I want to get Google connected and get these submitted to Google because I'm just trying to see how far I can get with my strict timeline of 24-hour window, showing what I can do with my time that I allotted. So what I'm going to show you how to do is connect Google Console. So that's the most important, that's the easy button. So you type in site : your website address, and then it pops up and basically you see this little monster says, we don't know about you. So you click try Google Console. And then over here, you'll probably not have anything. So you'll do add property. And then you'll type in your domain right here. And you do it without the HTTPS. Click continue. Basically, it's going to want us to put a text record in our DNS. If you remember, we set up our DNS with Bluehost. So I'm going to show you how to do that real fast. We're just going to copy this. I'm going to go into domains. And we're going to move to Cartersville. Click on it. We have our advanced DNS records here. We're going to do record, and we want to add a TXT record, and then we're going to paste in the value that I copied. And then the time to live, I'm going to make it 15 minutes. Basically, that means how often does it check for an update. And then let's see what it says to put for that. Refers to okay, text record, sign in, TXT. I think it is at. First to at. Let's try that. So it says it's successfully updated. It's going to tell you you have to wait 24 hours. I like to hit the chat and ask them to do this. But I believe this is going to work for us. We don't have to wait 24 hours. We just have to give it a second. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to click verify. And it says it failed. We couldn't find that text. So we're going to give it another second and click verify. All right, so it could take a couple minutes, but in the meantime, I'm going to go look at that text record we just created. Where is it? Text. Text cPanel. I do not see it. So let's try again. Let's go. Text record refers to at. Put the value in there. Put 15. And then hit add. It says it's already in there, so that's great. We're going to give it another shot. Bingo. All right, so it says we're verified. So what that means is now we are connected to Google. If you've seen any of my other videos talking about sitemaps, basically that's what we want to do is we want to submit our sitemap now. Sitemap.xml. So you can see WordPress creates a sitemap for your posts, your pages, your categories, etc. So what I'm going to do is go over here, over on the left, you go down to sitemaps, put this in, just do sitemap.xml, and it will pick up those other ones because they're referring to each other. But I'm going to show you a cheat code. So that's telling it, go get it. It says it couldn't fetch it, so it's going to try again in a little bit. But what you can do is you can submit each and every single page individually. And you only get so many a day, so it times out. But what happens is you do your most important pages, these up here at the top, and Google will crawl these pages and crawl the rest of them. So I'm going to submit these top 4 and show you how to do that. So you just paste it in here. It's going to pop up. It's going to say it's not in Google. We're going to say request. Say, hey, Google, please go check it out. See if we're worthy to rank. Hopefully we are. I like to see where I rank, and then I fight for it, or I just win out the gate. Sometimes it's easier to win than others, but if I'm in the top 100, I can definitely compete. And if not, I just got to go back to the drawing board and work harder. So that's that page. And then we're going to do homes for sale. We'll copy that one. Go back here, paste it in just like so. We're just going to repeat that process for a few more pages until it tells me to chill out. Pretty pumped. I'm probably going to call it a night. After this, I'm going to go watch a movie with the wifey, and she'll be excited that I'm ready to go hang out earlier. I'm going to hop up in the morning and get back at this. I would like to have 15 pages or so, but we'll see. So we're going to click on retire. We're going to copy that link. Put this in here, and you can see that it's all SEO friendly. You can see retire in Cartersville, Georgia. So I've gone through and optimized everything for SEO using the Yoast SEO plugin. There's tons of tutorials out there on that. You can go deep or you can go wide. I just go basic and then I adjust as needed. If you can't tell, I do the basic and then I run from that. So this link actually goes to my mortgage guy. So it goes to his website specifically saying, hey, I sent him this lead. You can see my name up there. If you're in Georgia, you should reach out to him. He's an awesome lender to partner with. All right, so I'm going to continue. I'm going to do cost of living. Put that in here, submit it. request indexing, healthcare facilities. Give it a second. Okay. Put our healthcare facilities in here. We're going to request it. So if you already have Google Console and you're just kind of picking up in the middle, and this is a good trick for you to submit your individual pages. It's easy to follow along. If you didn't know that you could do this, this is a huge win for you. So we're going to do housing market trends. Paste that in. And basically, I just need to go back and go through all the photos and stuff that we took today. So far, if you go check it out, you'll see that I've used Canva images just because out of habit, that's what I do. But I'm going to go put some unique images in there. So you can see that I requested it. If you get like confused what you're doing, like I just did, that's a good way to know that you already did it. I'm going to put this one in here. We're going to request it. And then you can see we are almost done. And right before I end this video, I'm going to do an update using that plugin to show you that I've built out a little more authority. I went in and created a user and I tied it to me and my profiles because Google climbs those to see that, you know, you are a real person and that you exist, you know, like you link it to your social profiles, and that tells them that you're real. Some people used to use like a ghostwriter name that they made up and there's no reference of them, so Google kind of just ignores them now. They just kind of treat that like a robot. But when you're doing it yourself and you're creating it and trying to build a name for yourself and trying to get found for your website, this is what you do. So let's see, I got a few more. Mortgage calculator. And I'm going to show you my mortgage calculator. It's pretty sick. I just used an iframe to embed it in the page. And it's my real website, my free real website. So I click on Embed Visual Builder, and I just want to show you how simple it is. Basically, I have my H1 tag, and then you can see right here, it's just like one short little line of code. I linked directly to that page, and then I gave it the title and saved it, and it loads in, and it looks like it exists on the site, which is awesome. So it doesn't really have a huge SEO factor because iframes don't really get indexed, but for the user, it's awesome. So we're going to do search homes. I did the same thing with that. Oops, let's go back. I did the same things with that. You can see this right here is an iframe as well, the search part, but I've got content to get found. And then this button, I linked it to jump down there. You can see hashtag search. So I used an ID tag on this and it jumps down to the ID tag. You can Google how to do that. Put this last one in here. Oops, I put the search in there with it. Let me take out the hashtag search. Ooh, URL is on Google. What? Homes for sale in Cartersville, Georgia. Let's Google it. Homes for sale in Cartersville, Georgia. There's no way that I will rank top 10 for that out the gate or within 6 months. That's super hard. You can see this Jenny Smith and Associates. We can reverse engineer her, but it is good that it says it's already in Google. So Google, you can see how fast they found me and started crawling. So that is that, and that's that for tonight. So here, let's see what this says. It's just a basic message. I hope you have enjoyed this. I've tried to keep it short and sweet, but my whole purpose of this is to inspire you that if you put your mind to it, put this thing down, stop scrolling, you can make things happen. Hopefully, I help bridge some gaps of knowledge that you don't have. I'd love to hear questions that you do have, where I can make more videos to help you out. So that's that for now. Be back in the morning. See ya. So we're going to check out our site. We type in site:movedcartersville.com, hit search, and you can see that these were indexed 9 hours ago. So I stopped right at 9:30 building, haven't messed with it since. In the last video I showed you how I submitted it to Google, and you can see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages indexed in Google out of I think 13, 14. So let's do this. Let's go. Move to Cartersville, Georgia. So Reddit's popping up first. Know Atlanta is a big magazine. Livability is another big site. Davidson Homes, Works. I don't see it. I see it right there. Boom, 9 hours ago. So that's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's number 9 out of the links, not videos. And let's see if we got any images in here. We don't have any images in here, but number 9 is not bad. Let's try it without the GA. Let's try move to just Cartersville. We have 1, 2, 3. Number 4, look at that, guys. Move to Cartersville, Georgia. It is possible. You can start at 7 a.m., buy a domain name, go take the photos, build a website, submit the thing, and have it live and ranking within 24 hours. There you go. That's proof. Get off your tail and get at it.